it down. Huh? What?
All right. Hey, what you in with?
Madden Adot.
Strawberry.
Yes. Oh, this is fire. You got it? Should I start now?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win. I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up. For resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle. And let's hope that that's taken care of now.
2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now it's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
I'm pissed off, man.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Watson now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
Looking to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still ways to go, though. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. On the zone read, this is Judkins. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns get it. 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. Third down here. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Short throw to Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On the give, it's Warren. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. DK Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 72 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Watson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trying to fit it into more, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them to lead. Now 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A handoff for Wood. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays. They target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Watson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd down and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete toss to here over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Now this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
26.
Rodgers to throw once more. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Okay, ready?
The final shot before the break. Watson gonna let one fly for Robinson. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
3rd and 6.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's one. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Rodgers. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
You just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep it Keep adding to it. Keep making it difficult for them to come back.
You understand? I
Garrett to
understand.
take the field.
Come on, bro. Give me a pick. Give me a pick, please. Give me a pick. Give me a pick. This is good. I don't swear. I don't swear.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the
Oh, do. Okay, fine. I'm gonna crash.
Judkins going to run.
Oh, yeah, Jay, I was gonna say.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional in this.
I'm going to be ready for that.
They have to be extremely one-dimensional now, but they hope to get this game.
I'm gonna stay.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return
I'm gonna
with more
crash.
after this. You're watching the
Okay.
NFL on EA Sports.
Lock in, bro.
Pittsburgh.
I knew it.
The
Yup.
Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use the conversion. They're looking at third.
Watch this sneak. Watch this sneak.
And it'll be touchdown here. But
Bro, I told you to sneak. Bro, what are you doing? Damn. You're gonna be pissed off now, bro.
Watson.
Can we boost it? Can we boost it? Please, can we boost it?
Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Yeah, so boost it.
Watson now to throw.
Alright.
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
Damn.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gains.
Back to throw. Watson. Run here off the RPO. And he'll take it in. Deshaun Watson, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
That was nice, right?
Extra point. And the lead is
I'm scared, bro. I feel like they're making a comeback, bro. No, my comeback.
belong to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run.
No, please don't come back. Please, don't come back. Please. Can you block me, please? Can you block? Actually, can we block, please? Can we actually block? Crash out?
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in
Or
this
crash
fourth
out?
quarter, but maybe
You don't want me to crash out now.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking
Okay.
keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. You can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
That's 9 yards. Where's my 9 yards? Okay. Where's my 9 yards? I know I got 9 yards for that. Okay, watch this. Wait. Bro, right there, bro. Chill out. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah.
That one good for 14 yards and a steal first.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. Got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're once again, it's
Chill. Number 54. Who are you, bro? Who said we cannot block now? Team. We fatter than him, bro. Come on.
That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Steelers
Chargers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
Ain't gonna get shot though, bro. Alright, cheek ball 3. Oh hell yeah! Alright, I got one of the best.
Is forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield.
That's a blur. That's a blur.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10.
No, let me get it.
All things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Nope, no, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Oh my God!
The challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout.
Yes!
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again.
Nope, timeout. Hell no.
Continues. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
808.
Here's Watson. Completes the pass to Judy.
I cannot boost it, Judy. What y'all doing, bro? Come on, I can't boost it, Judy.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
Yes.
That result really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against the 2000 Ravens. Kind of like the late 60s, early 70s purple people.
Now we cannot boost it, Judy.
Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Hey, I can shoot a damn clock. Hold on, man. I can shoot it.
In this football game,
I can shoot a clock.
2 timeouts still remaining.
Hold on,
A must. It's
I
1st
can
and
shoot
10.
a clock.
Watson to throw.
Right there. Oh yeah, right there. Okay.
This drive's been a good mix.
Yeah, you just milked the time, bro. You just milked the time, bro.
So what do you think play action here? Because
You just milked the time, yeah.
and had the ability to run it in.
You're not doing nothing. Milk the time. Go. Yeah, milk the time. Yeah, good boy. Milk the time. Good boy. Good boy.
Watson.
Okay. He's wide open.
Touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
See, how
anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
Get that hands team ready.
That was the longest time that I ever been to, bro.
Point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ain't no way. No. Oh, hell no. Okay, good. Yeah, it's good.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time.
I'm looking at the time. Okay, I'm looking at the time, right?
And find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting.
I'm gonna crash so.
They might not have any time to mount an attack,
Fine,
even
yeah.
if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yup. You gotta do that again, boy.
Timeouts. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming
You gotta do that again, boy.
He's going to get it again.
Joe. Oh, hell no. Oh. Okay.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rodgers drops this one down again. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout.
I'm scared. Come on, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Start kicking though. Go on. Oh my God.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will run for it with game one.
Okay, they have no timeouts. I'm not worried about them.
They stop him for no gain. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on
I'm not worried about them. They have no timeout.
will force a turnover on
Not worried about them.
Here's 1st and 10.
I'm not worried about
Here's
them.
Watson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. Able to find Jude. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Now Watson. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
What?
He hits more.
Hey, no, what about this? What about this? What about this?
15-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down.
And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end.
I should get the ball.
Overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kicks away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That last this pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And now out come the Steelers.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game with a field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us when you're talking about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he will have the Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on it.
Fighting through it, he's got space. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially